Hi guys, my name is Notsugelelo Mumalo. I am a proudly South African, but I am based in Finland. And in this video, I want to talk about jobs in Finland and applications and things like that. Yeah, please do subscribe and punch that like button. Tanazami, I don't even know where to start. First of all, let me tell you about Finland. Finland is a very big country, not too big, but it's a big country. The land, but it's got very small population, 5.5 million. Because of Ukraine and the other countries, I don't know, maybe we are 5.6 or 5.7 million right now. You can also just go and Google. I'm just estimating, but the last time I checked, we were 5.5 million. So it's not like your typical normal country where there's so much big population of people and things are happening left and right and center. Most of the things here are very strict, very strict, because the government can keep track of everyone that is in the country. Yeah, so many things, because like 5.5 million, it's one of those European countries with very small population. I guess also that's why Finland is one of the richest countries in Europe, and as well they got the best education, one of the best education in the world. Yeah, it's super amazing. They are very reserved and very quiet, not so social. As you can hear, it's so super quiet, and I am sure my neighbors, because I'm in the middle, they can both hear me. This one doesn't mind. This one usually does mind. She will like bang on it on the wall, but it doesn't matter. I'm African, and I'm sure they're getting used to it. It's now a year in this apartment. Anyway, if you are living, let's start with people who lives in Finland. If you are living in Finland, you do not apply for a job. A job looks for you. You do apply once in a while. Yeah, it does happen. Let me teach you about the system first in Finland, how everything works, and you should come to this country. This is like, some people might think that I'm obsessed about the racism and stuff like that, but it's not that. I just review each and every country I go to with the living and the standard and everything. So if Finland wasn't a good place for black people, I will tell you good to no. If for Asian, I will tell you good to no. This country is good for everyone, it's good for everything. So yeah, I nearly spoke about this Turkey and Finland and Sweden thing about NATO, but I don't want to go to politics. But yeah, I think it's even putting the country in situations that are a little bit uncomfortable, because they just allow everyone to come here. They are very inviting and very accommodating. And as a black person, it's super amazing. But now let me tell you, just in case you want to move in Finland. So we're gonna start with you being here, or me being here in Finland, and then people in Finland about jobs, and then I'm gonna come to where you are, and you wanna come here. So if you live in Finland, I went to study my cooking. I'm a chef right now, and when I was finished in May, first of all, when you finish, you already have experience, but we're gonna talk about that on the application when you're applying for school to come here, blah blah blah. So when I finished, the moment I was finished, I didn't want to take any job. Where I was practicing, they already told me, Uguti, Noti, you can come back. I remember my boss was saying, you are so sweet and so nice. I know that you work so well and so hard. This person can take you. You can call this person. That's first of all, is amazing. So it just shows, Uguti, it doesn't matter the color of your skin or who you are. If you just good, then they will be, they are very supportive. Even if it's someone else, like my boss was like telling me, you can go to this chef, you can work with this chef and stuff like that. Now, let's come back here to the government. When you finish the school in Finland, you finish now, you don't have a job. If you haven't, but usually you do have a job. But also, it's very important, even if you live in Finland, the studies that you choose, there are some kind of categories or jobs that doesn't have really much opportunity, which they make you pay for those. For an example, like doing eyelashes. If you want to study to be a beautician, I think there's a certain amount of money that you need to pay. But if you are studying to be a nurse or to be a chef, or it's for free, because the first 2 years is for free, because there is so much jobs. I think the country is trying to promote the thing of people studying for what is like the people, they want that people study for what is available in the country to get a job, so it could be easier. Because if you don't get a job, the government is gonna give you money. You have to give you unemployment money, which we're coming on that. Let me not be all over. So when I finished the school, I already have places that I could go and work to, but I just wanted to tie this thing with social media because I really enjoy making videos, and I just wanted to be entrepreneur and be on my own. So what I did was I went, there's an office called TE. They've changed it, but it was called for a very long time TE. I think, yeah, it's called TE. It's a government office, which if you are not working, you tell them that, hey, I'm not working, I'm looking for a job. What they would do is they give you an unemployment money. They also tell you ways of making sure that you have money to pay. I mean, you have help to pay for your apartment. And this money that they are giving you, it's almost like calculating your income. I mean, your bills. Like you need to buy food. They will ask you how much are you paying for electricity, your food per month. Do you have children? And then they give you this amount of money every month so that you can live while you are looking for a job, which is fantastic. You are asking yourself how much. They reduced it. It was more than now. I think now it's about almost 600 euros. I'm not sure if it depends with your expenses or with what, but it's like 600 euros. So if you are in South Africa or in your currency, you can. But as a South African, I'll just make it quick for South Africans. I think that's about 10,000 rands, but you can also check. You can also go on Google and read, or just look what. And convert. You can just go on Google and convert. We will see how much is 600 euros. And it does sound like 10,000. Oh my God, there's so much money, 10,000 rand. But the standard of living in Finland is very high. Food is expensive. Right now, I think it's triple expensive because of this war between Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, things are very, very expensive. I spend most of the time in the house, not outside, because I'm just avoiding spending the money, buying and buying and buying. Anyway, Tandazami. So if you then when you tell the office you're not working, they give you this money. But here again is the cheat. The cheat is here that when you are receiving this money, they will also be looking for a job for you. That's why I say you don't look for a job look for you. They will send you like places that needs chef. Like they will send emails. They send you, there is a internet thing that you can go in with your banking details. Then you can log in there. Then they will send you messages. The McDonald's restaurant need people. Please go put your CV there or go there. They will take you. KFC need people right now. This place need people right now. They know exactly that they're gonna hire you. And if you refuse to go there, then they will take this money away from you. These unemployment benefits that you are getting every month. They will also tell you while they are giving you this money that go and apply to 4 places. Look for a job to 4 places. So you need to go and put your CV in 4 places. And if you don't get this month in these 4 places and they also don't send you anything, then you'll still receive this 600 euros that you are receiving every month. Or it's 550 euros, somewhere there. And if you ever say, I cannot go there because I don't have time, I don't want a full-time job, maybe part-time job is okay, you must represent reasons why you're not taking a full-time job, or else they will take away this unemployment benefits, which is good because before it wasn't as strict as it is. Now it have changed that you have to apply for a job, you have to look for a job. Before they were just giving you the money until you can come and say, hey, now I got the job and stuff like that. So you cannot cheat the system. And also you have your own personal advisor from the government who calls and check on you every month. This personal advisor will call and say, hey, Nonti, what have you done this month? Which places did you apply to? Because you haven't got. Nonti, we got these places. We did send you on your email. Did you find these places? Did you go and apply on these places? This person would advise you, I think from now you should do this and should do that and should do that. I also have right now my own personal advisor from the government because I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. So, from time to time, she will send me some material. Like if you want to pay tax, this is where you have to go. When you want to do this, this is what you have to do, which is so amazing. Like it's super amazing because you're not paying for this person, but this person is just putting the information, just giving you the information. So if you want to just sleep and not do anything in Finland, I think it's because you want to sleep. However, if you do have a child and you choose to stay home as a mom, they do also allow that, and you have some income, but the income is lesser than the unemployment, if I believe correctly. Because when I had my son, I was getting that money that I was a mom and I was staying at home, beside the grant money, which in South Africa we call it's grant, is like 350 rands. It's like maybe 20 euros in euros. Okay, but we will talk about that on another video, maybe not on this video. But I'm just saying, if you are a homestay mom, they also still give you some money as a homestay mom that you are not working. Yo. This country most. I wanna do it for Finland. Give me a second. I'm coming. Give me a sec. My hair is so noisy. That was my Finland. That's why I want to be a Finnish citizen. I want the passport more than anything. I know my chair is making too much noise. Okay, now you do know that if you are in Finland, you have been studying here, and you choose to look for a job here. Honey, job will find you. You don't stress too much. You don't see, you just tell them you don't have a job will find you. But also, it depends what you were studying for. It just depends what you studied for, but they also try to help you as much as they can with whatever you studied. But some jobs, some qualifications, excuse me, some professions, it might be you who's looking for it so much, But in most of the times, nursing, cooking, other professions that I can't remember, they do help you so much with the job. Okay, now, Nonzi, how can I apply? I wanna work in Finland. Nonzi, please get me something in Finland, which I get on my DMs all the time. Nonzi, I so wanna come to Finland, and Nonzi, help me. I'm looking for a job in Finland. Now, there is a smaller issue when it comes on that. Finland is a country that speaks Finnish as a first language. Second language that is spoken in Finland, it is Swedish. So English is like, yeah, English is there. I think they do get taught at school a little bit because it was also, but Finnish language is the first language and Swedish is the second language. What makes it so hard for people who are outside to get jobs in Finland, because the language barrier is such a very big issue, And most of the things on the internet, when they are looking for people, things are the material that you have to use to get the information is usually in Finnish language, especially us who are in Finland. That's why when you come to Finland, they do provide you with Finnish language courses for free of charge. Of course, education is free in Finland. But you come for free of charge, and then they teach you the language until you speak. I went to study Finnish language for 2 years. But let's speak Finnish a little bit, because I did see on the comment section some Finnish people think that I do not speak Finnish because you've never heard me speaking Finnish. Well, minä puhun suomea, mutta en puhu hyvin, mutta se on ihan tarpeeksi Suomessa. Okei, ehkä Ehkä en tarvi puhua suomea. Ei ole hyvä idea, ei ole. Mutta kuitenkin, moving on. Yeah, I speak Finnish enough to survive in Finland. And some days are very good for my Finnish. Some days are not very good. I need to sleep very, very, very well to wake up and speak English very, very well. Or maybe I need vodka and then I can speak very good Finnish. Anyway, however, minä asun Suomessa 10 vuotta. Opiskelin suomeksi. I know whoever is from Finland, if they are watching right now, they are laughing at my Finnish language. But all I can say is perkele. Now, okay, let us move on. I do speak Finnish, but my Finnish is good enough for me to survive. I studied in Finnish university. I studied everything in Finnish language, and right now I hold my degree. I've been here for 10 years. So when I need to speak Finnish, I do speak Finnish. But most of the times, if you can speak English, I always ask for English. Now, okay, let us come back to Ektenini. Now, you want to apply and you want to work here. Most of the people, I make example with South Africans, they like to be comfortable, especially with the languages. Most of the people think, oh, it's okay, English is the most language. I can speak English, I can do. Let's say you do come here and you work here, people are just speaking Finnish left and right and center. Because I live in a village, for an example, few people speak English in my village. Unless if you are in Helsinki. In Helsinki, you get people who speak in English. So that's I would say that's the first difficulty of this country when it comes on applying for a job. They use Finnish language as a first language, and the second language is Swedish language because they are neighbors with Sweden. I heard there was stories about their brother and sister Sweden, or there's father and mother. But when you watch videos on YouTube, which country do you hate the most? Finnish person would say Sweden. You ask a Swedish person, which country you hate the most? Finland. And then you are just like, okay, like, if you guys are brothers and sisters, how are you hating each other? I thought, Suguti, if you say brothers and sisters, everyone would just be like, which country you don't like? Finland, and Sweden would be like, Germany. You know, that's what I thought, but that's not the case. Anyway, I don't like German myself. Anyway, sorry if you are from Germany. Moving on, we are not about the countries. We are just like gathering together and talking about the jobs. Okay, Sandazami, I've covered the language. Now, the second thing is that here, connections does not work. If you live in countries that are so big, like Spain, you know, like maybe Germany, Turkey, South Africa, Nigeria, you know, I'm just counting the countries that I'm remembering that are so big. It's easy to get connections. Hey, Noti, can you just connect me in Finland with some companies, you know, because I'm an engineer or I do EIT, technology, what, or ETI, technology, information, Noti, can you connect me? Guys, here the thing doesn't work. Here, there isn't any connection. You don't get hired by connection. You get hired by your qualification. You apply by like everyone else. If maybe it was a connection, it would just be like someone saying, you know what, our website is www, and right now there's a space that is open. Go and apply there, you know, people who are in there. And trust me, they will be telling Finnish people, I am in the cooking industry. I spend most of my time in my apartment, and I mean, I live very far from the big cities, which is Helsinki, Tampere, and I'll just count the one that are closer. They're not really closer that I remember. It's Tampere, it's Helsinki, Jyväskylä, and Mikkeli, and Kuopio. I usually use Kuopio, Mikkeli, and Jyväskylä. Tampere is too far. Helsinki is like 3 hours and a half away from Piesamaki. So it's just too far. So there isn't any connections, guys, that I would say I know. And in Finland, as a country that it is, everything they want to do it professionally and they want to do everything fairly. You don't get hired because you know someone. You get hired because you deserve it. You get hired because you did apply for the job. You get hired because you told the government you doesn't have a job, and then the government would give you the job. Or you get the job because you went and applied, or someone did give you the phone number, which is a little bit of a connection when you get the phone number. But most of the times, 99% in Finland, you get a job because you qualify to have the job. You can, this 99%, I would say this 1% is when you can be referred. You would say, okay, and I know the boss there. You can just go and give your CV. I'll tell them, Uguti, as a reference, Uguti, you have been here and you have been good. I know they will hire you, you know. But in Tandazami, I have seen people saying, Nonsi, please get me a job in Finland. Nonsi, please try for me, guys. We are only 5.5 million people. I think in South Africa, even Durban alone have more than 5.5 million. The one city. So this country, the whole of country is smaller than Durban city. I get Johannesburg is something else. I haven't even Googled how many people are in Johannesburg. But I would say Finland is like in Johannesburg alone, just one country. So connections, guys, in it is very hard. It's not able to be connected of the connections that need to be connecting. Yeah, but that's in J is another thing. Now, so if you are in Africa, you are in Jamaica, in America, wherever you are, and you want to apply a job in Finland, I would say you are in Europe. Maybe if you are in Europe, because Finland is under EU, maybe you can try and it will be a little bit easier because you are under EU. I don't know. But I would say, Uguti, since this country, I tell you, Uguti, is very fair. And they put the information on the internet all the time. So it's fair for everyone if you come here. They do not discriminate. But at the same time, even though they don't discriminate, they also look at the level of education. They are one of the best countries they got one of the best education in the world. So Africa and Europe, when it comes on education, is not the same. I'll make an example. If I was a chef in South Africa and then I come here, even if I have experience, in Finland, they will tell you at least you have to go and study in Finnish style, in a Finnish way, in a Finnish university, at least 1 more year. Or they will say to you, okay, we acknowledge you are a chef, you have been a chef, but they need to just put something on top of the what you have known in the Finnish way, in the Finnish style. And with that said, some people might be arguing with this, but I will tell you some example. Some countries, they smoke with the jackets uniform, and it's not even a law, and it doesn't matter. In Finland, as a chef, you are not allowed to smoke with the uniform. You are taught when you are in school, when you want to smoke cigarettes, you cannot smoke cigarettes with your chef jacket. Two, in some countries, if you can go outside with the same shoes you are using in the kitchen, step everywhere. If maybe there's a dog shit somewhere, you step on it and then you can come back in the kitchen. In Finland, your shoes that you are working with inside in the kitchen, they must always stay in the kitchen at work. There's lockers, you take your uniform out, you take your shoes out, but you can come back in the comment section and you can start smashing me, you can smash me. I'm talking about what I have seen. And I've seen also so many countries. I've been around maybe, I think 19 to 20 countries, in different countries, and I've seen people smoking. I've seen people walking outside and everywhere with their shoes that they also use. I just talk about my profession, that they have been using in the kitchen. So in Finland, it's not the same. But I'm not saying all countries, they use the uniform and the shoes. I'm just saying that some of the things that I've seen outside in Finland, that is not done and it's a law. So when you come here, they also want to teach you their way of living, the cleanliness. To be in the kitchen in Finland, you have to have some card that is saying that you know about hygiene, and you write a test. I wrote the test, and I think I failed the first time and then I passed the second time. You write the test and you pay for the test. That you are hygiene, you know where to put this, what you have to wash your hands, you have to do this and this. So you have to have that hygienic pass. I don't know if other countries they have, but I think the other countries too, they do have, especially, I don't mean to say especially where, but I'm sure the other countries, but I'm just telling you some of the things. Some countries, they don't even have that hygienic pass, so they just want to make sure Uguti, you are in their standard and everything. So sometimes even if you have your qualification that you think it's a qualification, they do not recognize it. But when you say, I want to study for cooking, they will say, bring what you have so we can see. I'm sure they decrease your years of being in school because you already have an experience. And also, we will talk about this when we are in school, but when we are in school, we are given opportunity and chances to go and learn about other food. For an example, my school paid for my trip to go to Spain for 2 months, where I was learning about a Spanish cuisine, which was very amazing. But I did ask my school if they could pay me to go to Asia or I could go to Africa. So I guess maybe because of the level of the education is not the same, they chose to take me to some European countries, not to Africa. I don't know in that, but I do know that the education between Africa and Europe is not the same. I don't want us to argue about that. But moving on, I don't want the video to be too long. So now if you are sitting at home and you want a job in Finland, you want to work in Finland, you are thinking, I would advise you like this. Most of the jobs that you can find here is the job where you look after elders. I've seen a lot of Asians, they are here, and I don't know why a lot of foreigners that comes to Finland, they studied for the same job to go and look after the elders. If I say elders, old people, in old people's home, which in Finland is they have very much, when someone is older, they just take them to an old home and they carry on with their life, which it was a very big cultural shock when I go to Finland. I'll talk about cultural shock in another video. So they just put the granny or the grandfather somewhere, and then there's people who looks after them, and then the government, pays for those people, stuff like that. That is more popular. Even if you are an experienced nurse, but you want to come to Finland, I think that's the way that you can come and apply. But that's not my industry. I don't know how you apply for it. I had people that I did know. Unfortunately, they moved to Helsinki before. They were Asians. And I wanted to ask them, how did you guys come to Finland? Because they came straight to Finland for that job. I just want to know if in Africa they have the same, maybe there's some links or something that I can give you to you guys. Unfortunately, the people that I can ask, they are not here. If I go to ask any boss from which I've tried to the places for elders. They will tell me, Ugut, right now we are not looking for anyone from Africa or anywhere. In this case, we have people. So it's better to ask someone who came in the country in that way. So at the moment, no. But, guys, please use Google. Guys, use Google. When someone says, no, say, I'm looking for this in Finland, I want the information, I want the links. The links, guys, are on Google. You want to be engineer, just go to Google and say, jobs for foreigners in Finland. It would give you so much information. It would even give you places where you can apply. And please use Helsinki. Helsinki is a capital city. They speak more of English, and they have variety of people or different people in Helsinki. So it's much easier if you are in Helsinki with everything. Unfortunately, I am in a village very, very far from Helsinki, and I don't think if I'll ever move and go and live in Helsinki, because my son studies here, his father is here, and his father does not want to move in this small town where we are living in. So I just don't like fighting. So to accommodate everyone, I just told myself it's okay. I would be in this apartment in this area, but I also don't like the area at the moment because it's quiet and nothing is happening. And let me show you outside, darling. Honey, this is the outside. It's just quiet. It looks like a desert. I'm just somewhere. Guess what? I fell in love with this place. It's so quiet. Although I don't see black people, I don't know. I think this year I've seen a black person like 2 times this year, because there isn't any much of us. Maybe there's like 3 or 4 people, black people, which I also don't like for my son. I want my son to be exposed to black people. I want my son to get used to black people, to see them, because in Finland, I'm sure he's classified as a black person because he's a mix of a black. So yeah, but I do like that I do like that the town is quiet. However, if you are applying, please look for places like in Helsinki on Google. Anything, if you're doing a technology information, just say technology information in Finland on Google, and then start reading. Get 2 pages after pages, guys. Get 2 pages, but all the information, they are there. Some people would say, no, say they're scammers. I don't want to say social media, they're scammers. Tanasami, when you want something, you research it. And you make sure, Ugut, you try and see, Ugut, is this thing legit? You ask for video call. You ask for numbers. If you have to send email, stuff like that, at least let you contact me on my DM on Instagram. On Facebook, I don't get DMs anymore. I get on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm cooking with notes. At least let me find a message on Instagram, which I do a reply on Instagram. If it's not hi, if it's not someone who's asking me, notes, can you find a white man for me? I don't answer that. I delete it. I delete hi, how are you? I delete it because, guys, I don't have time for chatting to say hi, how are you? I'm fine. How is your day going? My day is okay. How is Finland? It takes a lot of time, and I do not have the time. So at least it's okay if you text me and say, no, see, I have been talking to this person, or I've seen these emails, and the name that was there is this, and they were asking me to pay this. No, I just want to know, because you are in Finland, if you can verify this for me, at least. But if you say that, Nonsi, can you give me the link? Nonsi, I would like to know this. Nonsi, give me the website. There's no website on Zam I can give you. I don't know. Because as I'm saying, in Finland, I don't even need to apply for a job. I just need to tell the government I'm unemployed. And then the government tells me where I can look for a job. So please use Google. Yes, use Google. Now do the research. And now, please, Tanazami, please don't also say, I see this email. Let me go and ask you notes. Now, because it's yours. It is yours. Search for the information. Look for Uguti. Okay, they are saying in this email. Let me email this email and wait. You email and see what the email says. It come back. Usually in Finland, because I tell you, it's a very small population of people. They do reply. They do reply on the emails. They don't neglect like in most countries, because people just doesn't care even about their job. Here, a person do their job accordingly most of the times. So they do reply. If it's legit, you will see they will reply back, and then they tell you maybe the next step. Yeah. There isn't anything, guys, in it that I can say. There is another magical thing that I would say or do. Only that if I do find the Asians sometimes that are in Helsinki, I do meet them. I will just like question them. How did you come here? What did you use? What was the material and stuff like that? But they're just not living here anymore. Okay. What else I didn't count in terms of that. So guys, please just use Google. And I know, Wuti, this is gonna sound very rude, but some people don't even want to go to Google. They don't want to do anything. They just want you to tell them, Wuti, there is a company there. This company will hire you. This company is hiring. In Finland, there isn't any such that I can tell you with my mouth. Everything is on internet. You just have to Google it. We Google. Even if you're looking for a restaurant, you go on Google and search for the thing. You want to, because even in this village where I live, even the police, you want to go to the police station or do something, you call them. In the phone, they will be telling you, for more information, go on our website. If you need to have this and this and this, go on our website. You need application, go on our website. Website. They will tell you that, and then they would say which one. And other things, they will just tell you, go on Google. I will also tell you, go on Google. Please Google and read on Google. There is a lot of things. Material is there, is being put there. And also, if you feel like, or when you go on Google and then you find that it's in Finnish language, read your screen. Some people will be like, no, but the information was on Finnish language. Then read on the screen. There is somewhere that would say Finnish and it say English. Usually it's on top of the information. The information that you are reading, there on top, it will say English or Finnish, and then you press English, and then the information will be translated at the same time, and then you can read, and then you can see where you can apply for whatever job that you want to apply for. We are not finished. Some black people that you see that come here, for example, we have recently a Zambian, Zimbabwean guy in Poland. Poland is Europe. In Poland, and this guy came with a company that was a baking company. You also have to check with your company that you are working for. If you want to move to another country or you want to move to Finland, you have to check with your company if they have other branches that are in Finland, and tell them, I'm interested. If any time there is a spaces that are being are open, and I would like to fill that space in Finland, I would like to go, also get at the information in your own company that you are working for. You might find that they even have branches that are here. You are working for government, for an example. There is embassies. There's people who work in the embassy. You can be maybe a receptionist if there is a receptionist in embassy, I don't know, from South Africa or from your country. Ask your company, ask the people you are working for if they are working with other branches that are overseas, and also ask your company if your company can help you, that you are applying, your boss, your whoever. But it's another, when you want something, you go for it, you fight for the thing. So you ask in your companies that you have. But if you're just at home and you are just trying to apply to come to Finland, or you are in any way like that, I would say you would sit on the information. Don't sit on TikTok. Stop Instagram. Stop TikTok. Just keep Googling. Just keep trying and just keep trying. Don't pay for anything that you feel like it's not that good. At least let me come back and make a video about some things. It would be so good if my DM was so busy with people who are saying, Nonti, can you verify this for me, Nonti? I have been talking to this person now. They want me to pay money. I'm not sure, Nonti, verify. And I come back and I'll be like, guys, you have been saying this and this and this, and it's too much. I cannot reply on the inbox. So I chose to come here and tell you, Uguti, this company is not legit. This company is legit. This company, then it's going to be super easy. At least you are also meeting me halfway. Because if you just say, Nonti, put everything, I'm looking for a job there, this and this and this. Guys, I hope Uguti, this video was helpful. I hope Uguti, I covered most of the things that you wanted to know. And dude, I thought it was going to be a 10-minute video, but it just turned out to be not 10-minute video. But yeah, that is it about jobs in Finland and applications and stuff like that. And I do love you. And please do hit the subscribe button down below. As people say, I would just say punch it or smash that subscription just down below. And do like this video. I have so much to teach you about Finland. The next video after this, which I'm going to record right now, is about education in Finland and how to apply and all that. But right now, I love you so much and thank you for watching.